I went from hairstylist to home business owner 4 years ago. And when I first came into the home business space, I was probably a lot like you know, very excited and ready to start this new chapter in my life. And the fact that it could possibly bring me the freedom I wanted in my life was just icing on the
Mhm.
cake. So I get started, and my first 12 months of growing my business was a complete disaster
Yeah.
because I didn't know what I was doing. So that first year, I didn't make any money at all online, and I was working every day trying to get some leads at least, and it just wasn't working. So when I finally came across attraction marketing,
Mm-hmm.
that's when everything started to take off in my business. So these past 3 out of the 4 years that since I found attraction marketing have been amazing. This year has been one of my most exciting business years yet. I've gotten a lot of accomplishments, started making way more money, and I finally I'm stepping into that realm where I'm feeling the freedom in my life. I'm spending more time with my kids, which was my ultimate goal anyway. So
Yeah.
it's been an amazing journey. I was just talking about this in one of my Facebook groups, the importance of using attraction marketing as opposed to spamming. And I think the problem is a lot of times the network marketers that are doing this don't realize that that is the definition of spamming. I
Mhm.
think they think spamming is some other foreign thing that is just this evil thing that they're not doing. All they're trying to do is just share their opportunity. So I get the sentiment and the intention that they have. It's a good intention, but I'm going to be honest with you. There are only two types of marketers out here in the world. You are either attractive as a marketer or you are desperate. It's
Mhm.
one or the other. And people can tell which one you are right off the bat, even if they've never had any type of exposure to network marketing before. And so we have to ask our question of which one do we want to be? Now, obviously, we don't want to be the desperate marketer, but unfortunately, that is where 90%, 97% of network marketers are right now. And
Mhm.
it's again, it's not their fault. They're being taught things that are either totally obsolete at this point, or it's a quick fix. It's a band-aid on like an open head wound. Like you have to really fix this problem.
Yeah.
So this actually happened to me last night. I had a woman who had, oh, not last night, the night before, who had sent me a message. I knew it was a scripted message. I've seen them before. And
Mhm.
that's something else network marketers don't realize. We've all seen your scripted message before,
Same as
right?
yeah.
So instead of blocking her, instead of making fun of her, instead of cursing at her and all that, all I did was flip the conversation. And I started to ask her, wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to go around and message people one by one like this,
Mhm.
and instead you had people coming to you on a daily basis? How would you like that?
Mm.
Oh, see, now everything's different. So I don't want you, my advice to you would be not to respond to a person who's doing that with any malice or any, uh, or being upset with them, or even coming to them in an authoritative manner, because all that's going to do is make them defensive and they are not going to be receptive to what you have to say. So don't make a statement because a statement will close their mind.
Mhm.
Instead, you want to ask them a question. Questions will open the mind. And that's why I asked her, well, how would that feel? Because I want people to jump out of that scripted, rehearsed conversation that they had planned and really think about what they want their business to look like and how they expect success to look like for themselves. And
Mhm.
once we did that, we had a great conversation, and now she's booked to look into some of my coaching services. We're going to
Mhm.
talk next week.
Yeah.
So it's amazing what you can do if you really look at it from a different perspective, and you don't look at it like, oh, how dare they? They're disrespecting me because they're not, they're not even looking at my profile. They weren't taught to look at anybody's profile. They weren't taught to connect. They weren't taught to engage. They were
Mm.
taught to send a script. So it's our job to shift that conversation. So and again, that's what I love about attraction marketing, because that's what it's taught me to do.
Yes. Yeah. So what about those people who are sending you a lot of friend requests, and then when you send them a reply, like then they don't reply to you anymore. So what do you do that? How do you do that?
Well, here's the deal. I only want friends who actually want to be my friend.
Yeah. I don't
So
know
if they
why.
don't reply,
I don't know why they're sending friend requests, and then when you reply, like, "Thank you for sending me a friend request," and why do you want to connect
yeah,
with me? What makes you inspired to connect?
mhm,
And then they don't reply to you anymore.
they don't say anything.
What?
And that answers your question. That answers your question. When you ask them, when you are trying to make a connection by sending the message and they say nothing, then they don't want to connect. They don't really want to connect. So it helps me. That is actually a blessing in disguise for me because I know that if this person doesn't want to talk to me now in the beginning, they're not going to want to connect with me later. They're not going to want to, you know, uh, grow a relationship where it benefits us both. They're
Mm,
right now, they're just looking out for themselves. If they've only sent me a friend request and they just expect me to accept it, we've never spoken, I've never met them before, I don't know them, that's not the type of friend that I want. So now I give it time though, because sometimes someone will send you a request and you send a message and they have a lot of other things that they're doing and it may take a couple days to get back. But if they never say anything, then I'm never going to accept the friend request.
yeah, correct. That's,
And that's just it. Yeah.
yeah. I'm giving them
And
24
that
hours. Yeah, 24 hours. So if they didn't reply to I know, my response, I'll just delete
mhm,
because there's no sense. I don't know. They
yeah.
just wanna add people to their friends list. That's why they keep on, sending friend requests without saying anymore. That's
Yeah.
all.
And
So
unfortunately, that's another thing that's being taught. And here's the kicker. Facebook is making some drastic changes that is closing out this year. One of them is, that they're really cracking down on the links that you share, which is probably why that lady ended up in Facebook jail. And
mhm.
also, now this has been a rule for as long as I can remember that they don't want you to send friend requests to total strangers because they're not your friends. You don't actually know them,
Mm,
and that goes against their community guidelines. Now, if you're constantly breaking Facebook's rules and you're trying to earn a living off of Facebook, I would say, why not respect Facebook a little bit more and follow the rules?
yeah.
There's a way to build your business properly on Facebook where I have seen it time and time again. People have grown into six-figure incomes just using Facebook, no paid advertising, all with attraction marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Why not me? Why not you? Right? So yeah, that's really important. We've got to pay attention and we've got to be respectful of this platform that has been given to us for free that could totally change our lives if we just play by the rules. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people not understand what's the. I think they don't read the rules and regulation of Facebook because they change all the time. So if you're guys watching
Yeah.
this replay, you better go back and change because a lot of changes. So you better be
Yeah.
careful of that because yeah, you will lose everything. So we know we're gonna
Hmm.
jump on our topic, which is how to overcome the fears to achieve your freedom. So what can
Hmm.
you say about that? Maybe I can learn from that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, before I get into that, I noticed there's a
Yeah.
comment from C, and I love that there is a respect factor that should be there. You want to build rapport first.
Yes.
And you know what? This isn't just a business skill or technique or however you want to put it. This is for your life as well. Communication is very important, and the most effective form of communication is if it has a foundation of respect you
Mm.
know so
Yeah.
whether it's your personal life or your business life, that's really good. See, so thank you for that. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now when we get into overcoming the fears, a lot of times people have these are the two main fears that I see on Facebook. One is they're afraid to do video.
Yes.
We got to break out of that. Two is they're afraid to prospect and have real conversations with people. And that's why deep down they are hoping, wow, I really hope this script thing works because I'm afraid. And the only reason why there is a fear there is because one, you don't have the skill behind it.
Mm.
There's no skill level. I'd be scared too. If I got on a bike for the first time and I never knew how to ride a bike before, I know I'm going to fall over. That's why I don't want to get on the bike. That's why I'm afraid. So we've got to learn the skill. We need someone to show us how do we balance ourselves on the bike? How do we pedal? How do we hold the handlebars so that we can finally start to ride and enjoy
Yeah.
ourselves on the ride. It's
Mm-hmm.
the same thing with your business. You can't just hop on the business bike and think you're going to take off. You can't do that. You need the skill. So when you are going live on Facebook, or even if you were doing recorded, but for the sake of time, let's just talk about live. You want to step into a Facebook Live knowing what the topic is that you want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And that topic should pertain to what your target market, your target audience wants to know. So that's important. You have to be clear on who your target audience is. If you are in travel, who's your target audience? If you're in health and wellness, who is your target audience? Will you offer your products and your services and your business opportunity? Who does that benefit and how?
Mm-hmm.
When you know that, then you know what problem it solves. And when I go live, I tend to talk about the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because problems tend to be the way that people connect. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Right? Anytime that there is a tragedy or something happens, people come together and support each other,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so when I go live, I pose the problem. Typically, I post it as a question so that when people see that, right, they're looking around on Facebook and they see my Facebook Live, they're like, oh my gosh, I need to know how to fix this problem. I'm having that problem too,
Mm-hmm.
right? Maybe this person can help me with that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the goal, because that's exactly what I do in the Facebook Live. So I actually have a method where, I address the problem first, and then I share my story or the story of somebody I know if I haven't
Mm-hmm.
experienced it myself. And then I share the solution. And I only share the solution by saying, I have a solution for this. You've been looking, I have it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to contact me if you like it.
Yeah.
I don't say, hey, everybody, I got this new product that solves your problem. No,
Because not
because if I
everybody
tell
has
them
that.
that, right, if I tell them that, we don't have a connection yet. Not yet. They might have liked my Facebook Live, but they're not in a position where they really want to reach out and engage with me. Not yet. And if I just tell them what the product is or what the company is, they're just going to go Google it and then
Mm-hmm.
say, thanks for
Yeah.
the tip, bye. And they're going to go buy it from someone else after I did all that work. So you have to be the gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
The only way for them to get to the solution has to be through you.
Yeah.
So you want to leave a certain level of curiosity. So that's my tip about Facebook Lives. Give the problem a story that leads to a solution. And then when it comes to being afraid to prospect, again, they tend to think that they need to have all the answers and they need to know the right things to say. You
Mm-hmm.
don't. I'll tell you why. If you are the person answering, if you're the person asking the question, you are the person in charge of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the deal. If you're using attraction marketing to get leads, then that means those leads are coming to you, asking for your help. If they're coming to you asking for help, they already, on some level, see you as an authority.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you nervous? If I'm not feeling well and I have a problem, I have a symptom, and I go to my doctor who's an authority, my doctor, I hope, is not nervous. Right? And the doctor's going to ask me questions. So we
Yeah.
can get down to the bottom of why I have these symptoms. Why do I have this pain?
Mm-hmm.
That's your job as the network marketer, as the
Yeah.
leader, as the authority. Ask the questions to get down to the pain, the problem, the
Mm-hmm.
challenge, so that you can provide the solution, right?
Yeah.
Just like a doctor would. The doctor is going to ask you the questions and then write you a prescription. You're going to write them a prescription. That prescription is going to be your product or your service or your business opportunity based on what they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to tell you anything if you don't ask.
Yeah.
So now you got to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So walking into a prospecting conversation, you simply want to have a few questions already prepared to get the conversation going.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what your niche is, right? Health and wellness, travel, whatever, and how this person came to you, how they found you, you're going to ask a certain level of questions that is going to get them to open up. Ask open-ended questions, not yes or no, and ask the questions that are going to help you determine which product or service is going to be the best choice for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how you close it. You say, you know what, based on everything that you just shared with me, based on your answers to my questions, this is what I recommend, and here's why. It's because it addresses this problem you said you had, this concern you said you had, this issue, this challenge. Then it makes sense for them and they'll purchase it.
Mm.
But if you just come at them and say, hey, I'm expanding my business in your area. I want you to check this link out and tell me what you think. No, nobody's going to do that. One, we're all very busy. We don't have time for that. Two, we don't know you. Why are you sending us a message? Right?
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
And three, we're trying to sell our own stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just, we have to think about this more logically. And again, with the respect in mind. If it were you, you wouldn't want somebody doing that to you. Anytime you walk into a store, nobody does that to you if they have any sense. If it's a good salesman, they're going to ask you questions. What are
Mm.
you looking for today? How can I help you find it? Right? If they're a bad salesman, they're going to say, hey, come on over here and buy this. It's on sale. And you're like, that's not even what I'm here for.
When I look for,
So,
yeah. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Even though in the department store or supermarket, they're asking you what you're looking for, right? So people are asking.
Hmm.
So, but in
Yeah.
Facebook,
They
you
want to
guys,
be of assistance.
mm,
They want to be of assistance and help you find what you want,
mm,
right? They want to help you solve a problem. That's what we should be here for when it comes to network marketing,
yeah,
right? As
but
entrepreneurs, that is our mission, is to solve problems in the world with our products and services as that solution.
yeah, yeah. Facebook marketing overcoming first. So, what about achieve freedom? And how can you achieve your freedom if you have your,
Yes. So those are the starting steps to freedom,
mm,
because let's think about it. All of us as entrepreneurs, we started our businesses because in our minds, right, we envision where we want to be in life, almost like it's a location on a map.
mm,
It's where we want to get to. And we start our businesses to use that as the vehicle to get us to that place in life.
mm-hmm,
But here's the issue. We've never been there before. Never been there before. And we need to map out a route. And if we don't know how to get to that place, it's really difficult to map out a route. So we need a GPS. We need a map. We
mm-hmm,
need some guidance, right? If you don't have that, no wonder it's difficult, right? Now, a lot of times people put all of their trust into their upline. And I'm
mm-hmm,
sorry to say, but that may not be the best idea, because your upline is only your upline because they came into the business before you. It's the only reason. There is no criteria set. There is no degree they had to, there's no leadership level that they have to obtain. They just got in before you.
mm-hmm,
Some people's uplines are amazing. They're very knowledgeable, but
yeah,
some people's uplines are not. So who do you trust? And
mm,
that's why, for people like myself, or even like Maria, we found, attraction marketing communities that is full of entrepreneurs that helps us grow.
mm,
These people have been down the path we're trying to go. So it's easy for them to give us directions, right?
yeah,
You want to turn here, go there, don't do that, right? So it allows us to get where we want to go faster, because we get to avoid a lot of the mistakes that they made, right?
mm,
So, I would say find yourself a really great mentor. Definitely learn more about attraction marketing. If you're
yeah,
following Maria, keep following Maria. Keep following her, reach out to her, because this is the key. If you look around at any successful business, successful person, they are using attraction marketing. They're using
yeah,
it. That's how you became their fan. And
mm,
you didn't even know. You didn't even realize that,
mm,
right? They have to build their audience. They have to engage with that audience, and then they can sell to them,
yes,
right? If you have a mega superstar, if you think about your favorite singer, they had to first build their audience by creating content, their music.
mm-hmm,
They had to put it out there to the public. Just like you post your things on Facebook, they had to put their music out for the public to hear on the radio,
mm,
right? And you turn your radio on one day and you hear the song and you're like, sounds pretty good. I like that, right? And then you're expecting to hear more from this person and more. And so the person has to be consistent with the content that they put out. And the more they do that, the more you love them, because you're really liking their music. And bam, next thing you know, you're a fan.
mm,
So now when they get ready to put out their next album, their next song, they're going to ask you, what did you like? Which ones, which songs of mine did you like the best? So I can go back and I can make more songs like that. I want to
Yes.
keep you as a fan, right?
Mm.
And then they come out with their next album. It's even better than the first album. Now you're not just a fan, you're a super fan. And
Yes.
guess what? When they offer that product, you're going to buy it and they don't even have to ask you, right?
Yes.
They just make an announcement. Hey, you guys, my next album's coming out. Hope you get it. And
Mm-hmm.
we go get in the line. And well, we used to. We used to go to the music store. Now it's just download it, right? But
Yes.
we go get in line, we buy that record, we buy that CD.
Yeah, and just
Sales.
that they just come to you, and you don't need to, look at people who want to buy your products, right? But in my life
Yeah.
also, every day, almost all the time,
Yeah.
so I can show them how I do it, how
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing
Yeah,
it. And some
that's
people
the key.
are,
That's definitely the key right there.
mm,
It's the attraction marketing. It is, you have to first figure out who your target audience is, and then you need to go plant yourself wherever they're hanging out on Facebook.
mm,
It is so much easier for you to go to one place where a lot of people are, as opposed to you doing all of this work of having to go to people one by one in their inboxes.
mm-hmm.
Do you see, I don't know, Beyonce? Do you see her going door to door to sing you a song?
No.
Or do you see her going to Madison Square Garden where she can pack the house with tens of thousands of people all at once and
Mm-hmm.
do her concert once for everyone?
Yes.
It is so much easier for us as network marketers if we go find our stage. Where's your stage?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What groups can you join? What business and fan pages can you like? And go plant yourself right there around all those people without spamming.
Yes. This is a
Don't
good
post your
idea.
link, but just add value to the
Mm-hmm.
conversation in the thread, add value into those groups, share some tips. If you don't know any tips, there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Time to learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
time to learn. You need more than just your business opportunity. You need a reason why that solves a problem. And if you don't know what that is, it's time to do a little soul searching. It's time to build a skill set and learn how to truly market. You're in network marketing. It's time to market. Spamming is not marketing.
Yeah.
Selling is not marketing. And you'll never close a sale without marketing. You will
Yeah.
never sustain your business without marketing. Okay, so that's part of why this is so important, to follow people like Maria, who's actually taking you down the right path if you want a sustainable income in your business. I'm telling you, you're going to need attraction marketing. And it makes it so much simpler for you. You want that freedom in your life? When you start doing attraction marketing, listen, I only work like a couple hours a day, and I can bring in some income. The rest
Yeah.
of my day, I get to spend doing what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Attraction marketing has opened up options for me. And the more options you have in your life, the more freedom you have in your life,
Mm-hmm.
because you get to choose and you have more choices.
Mm.
So as you're building your business in a manner that actually brings value, people will see that, they will respect that, they will admire that, and you are automatically going to be seen in their eyes as an authority, as a leader, someone they want to follow, someone they want to buy from. And you'll find out they're not buying from you because of the product.
Mm-hmm.
They're buying from you because they like you so much and they respect you so much. And when
Mm.
you recommend something, they know that you're looking out for their best interest. They don't even question that anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
that's what's really important. It's not the company. You don't want to give the company and the products all this power. It's you that holds the power. It's you that is that reason why someone is going to buy.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes. Arthur, say how are you,
Hey,
Valerie?
Arthur, what's
Arthur.
going on? Great to see you. And I saw Malik and C and Mike. So thank you guys for tuning
Yeah,
in.
you guys. Yeah. So guys, yeah, stay on your lane. Don't go over. Some people are going Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and Facebook, and they're spamming everywhere, and they really don't know. Each platform is have a own strategy, right? You go on Facebook,
Exactly.
go on YouTube if you want to find something, how to do this, how to do that. You go on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
They put all in one social media platform, especially Facebook. They put all in selling and spamming and putting links like that, things like that. If you want to put your links, go to YouTube. You can put any lot of links that you want to. You
Yeah,
can.
it's crazy, right? That's something else. I'm so glad you brought that up,
Yeah.
because you can't do the same things on different platforms,
Mm-hmm.
right? The audiences respond to content differently. So Facebook is totally different from YouTube. YouTube is totally different from Instagram. So here's the key to that, because people do ask, well, which platform should I use then? Should I be on all of them? No. Especially if you're brand new. No, do not get on all of these platforms. A jack of all trades is a master at none. We want you to master something, because it's the people that master something that make the big money.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people that master something that get the freedom, right? Your CEO is probably bringing in 7 figures and has a private jet somewhere. Why? Because they know, right? They know how to add value. So you're going to want to do the same thing. Now, you're going to, here's my advice to you about which platform. Okay. Well, first of all, number one, you're on here with us on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You're already on Facebook. Why not use Facebook? But here's my next tip. Think about what your strengths are. I want you to actually pull out a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and write down all the things you like about yourself. What are your strengths?
Mm-hmm.
What are you good at? What are you confident with doing? Right? So for me, I'm just going to use me as an example. For me, it's public speaking. I love to speak to people. Love it. Right? So because of that, I went straight into video marketing. And I'm telling you, video marketing, if you're looking for a quicker way for you to grow your business, video is what is the quickest. It is, because people see your personality and they get to know you much faster than they ever would in a written post or in an image.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely want to do that. Now, for me, that was seamless for me to fall into that, right? So I got started and I didn't really have a lot of problems. Okay. So when I do video marketing, I could honestly do that anywhere. I could do it on YouTube. I could do it on Instagram. I could do it on Twitter. I could do it here. But I started here because this was the platform that I knew best. This was a platform that I was most comfortable with. And this was a platform where I already had an audience,
Mm-hmm.
right? I already had friends, I should say. They weren't quite my audience yet. Nobody was paying attention to my videos at first.
Yeah.
I had to get
Oh,
consistent.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But you want to think about what your strengths are and then figure out which platform will allow you to showcase those strengths the best. So if you don't, maybe maybe you don't want to do video right now, whether it's fear or not. I'm not even going to get into that with you right now. But if you don't want to do video right now, you still need to consistently show up. Maybe you are photogenic and you much more prefer just taking the picture rather than being in the video. Okay, great. Start off on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That's your picture palace over there. You'll have tons of fun. Okay.
Yeah. Or
If if you are excellent at writing, right? You could do Facebook. You could start a blog
mm-hmm.
and send your Facebook traffic over there to the blog once it's done, once you have it set up. So there's so many different ways that you can grow your business. And again, attraction marketing will help you with that. It will help you tap into your strengths,
Mm-hmm.
build up a following who has that faith in you that, yes, this is a leader. They know what they're doing. They're confident. And then they will buy from you. They will join your team. Right. So I'm telling you, you're going to need the attraction marketing. And I like it because you know how you hear your upline always talking about duplication? Oh,
Yeah.
follow these steps. This is how you duplicate.
Mm-hmm.
If duplication in that company works so well, why are 97% of the network marketers failing? Right? There's got to be something else. The way that duplication is described to me, when I listen to different people from different companies describe it, that doesn't make sense. You want me to do something that doesn't work and do it over and over again, hoping it will.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to do what works. And attraction marketing is proven to work. Go look around at some of your favorite people to follow online, and you'll notice they're doing it. They're
Yeah.
doing those 3 steps every day.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Yeah. That's why I kicked out on my team. I was kicked out because they told me to do things like this and like that, and I don't want to do it because I got into
Yeah.
attraction marketing, so I want to do attraction marketing. And they say, if you want to do that, then get out of the team. Then they kick me out.
Uh,
So yeah,
uh,
that's true. Yeah. So
isn't it harsh? It's so insane. I don't understand it. You know, the company wants you to make money. If you make money, they make money. So why not make money that's going to be sustainable income for both you and the company, and let them give you the freedom to do it your way? That's what I like about attraction marketing. It has a way for you to get duplicated results, but the way you go about doing it, the process is all yours. It
Mm,
is totally customized to you and your strengths,
mm,
right? When you go into a network marketing company, sometimes your upline will tell you, you must do it like we do. You have to follow this step. And it might not even be in alignment with what your strength is.
mm,
Now you're sitting there feeling bad for yourself because you're like, I'm not good at this. And then you start giving yourself all this negative self-talk. Well, if I'm not good at this, maybe I'm not good at business at all. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. And then people quit,
mm,
right? That's not right. It's causing them to have this false belief that they must be this type of person, do things this type of way in order to succeed. There are tons of solutions to the one problem. And if
mm.
the problem is that you want to make more money in your business, you want to be more successful, and you want to do that by impacting more people's lives, right? Then there is a way. There are several different ways you can do this.
Mm.
You can do video, you can do written posts, you can do audio, you can do image posts, you can do gifs, you can do you can do Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, blogging. You can do whatever you want, podcasts even.
Yes.
The problem is the uplines will tell you don't do that because they don't know how to teach you, because they don't know.
Yeah,
That's
that's
their
that's
problem. That's not your problem. That's their problem. So I would fully embrace attraction marketing. And if you come across a company that is that strict on you,
mm-hmm.
to the point that you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a job with a supervisor breathing down my neck, and that's not what I got into business for, sometimes it's okay to walk away,
Yeah,
right? They may
uh,
want to make you feel bad by, kicking you out,
mm,
but that's the best thing they could have ever done for you. They just handed you your freedom. Now it's time for you to find a company that will let you spread your wings and fly, and let you have the freedom that you desired in owning a business that is yours. It's your business. You just happen to sell their products. And I tell people it's just like when I was a hairstylist, my business sold shampoo, conditioner, various products that I didn't make and I didn't own. I would buy those products wholesale and sell them retail. But that wasn't my business. My business was my services as a hairstylist.
mm,
And I was a hairstylist who happened to sell product. That is you as a network marketer. Your business is not that company that you joined. Your business is you
yeah.
and whatever value you deliver to your audience, right? And then in addition to that, oh, by the way, I have these products, I have these services. Oh, by the way, the business that I've started allows you to be able to start as well. And I can show you how you can grow it,
Mm,
right? And another thing that I like about attraction marketing, and specifically the attraction marketing community that you and I are a part of, is that once you once you get a person started on their way, you get to save a lot of time by not having to be hands-on and holding that person's hand and walking them through. They will get the help and the guidance and the support by everybody in the community, not
mm,
just you.
yeah.
You don't see that much in a network marketing company.
Mm.
It's like, if you're not on my team, I can't help you, right? But in a community, we're all working together.
Our family, yes.
Yeah,
That's
it's
everything.
amazing. So yeah, if you don't have that as you're growing your business and you're starting to feel alone, or you're starting to feel like your company is really being hard on you, or you just plain aren't getting leads and sales. I don't care how long you've been there. I don't care if you've been there for 1 week or 1 year. If you are not getting leads and sales consistently where people are coming to you,
Mm,
it's about time you look into attraction marketing, right?
yeah. That's why I'm glad they kicked me out, because if not, I'm not on Facebook anymore, because all of the members, I don't see them anymore on Facebook, because they're all, I think
Mhm.
they're all on jail, because they post the
Right.
same
I was
thing.
going to say that.
I'm the only one. I'm the only
Yeah.
one that's talking here all the time, because I know they're all. I don't see them more, because the links that they gave me is the same links that every people click it. They see the same video over and over again. So I don't want
Yeah.
to do. That's why they kick me out, and okay, no problem.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally fine by me.
yeah,
And now you have the freedom
yeah.
to build your business your way. And doesn't that feel so much better? Right? You don't have all that pressure put on you. That is totally unnecessary pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, oh, one thing I'm seeing like comments flying by. Hold on.
Author?
Absolutely all but the 3-step setup. I don't know. I don't know at what point you were talking about that. Sorry. 3-step setup. I don't know what that is.
Oh, 3 step
In
set.
applying, yes. Not like that. Here to serve everyone. Well, here's the thing. We're not here to serve everyone. I'm going to disagree with author. If you're trying to serve everyone, you're going to end up alone. You're going to serve no one. Here's why I'm saying that, author, because I'm not here to like bash you or to like, this isn't an argument. I'm just bringing up another point of view. I want you to take a look at something. Look at any company, any successful company. And although they're wildly successful, not everybody loves them and not everybody is their customer. So although they're there and they have the ability to serve everyone, that is not their goal, right? So let's say I look at a company like Apple. There's some people that love Apple. Like before the next iPhone is out, people have gotten in line and pre-ordered it, right? They've already given their money and they don't have a product in their hand yet, right? That's how much people love Apple.
Yeah.
And they will give
Release
them
it.
their money ahead of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are some people that hate Apple. They protest Apple. They hate big business. They can't stand Apple. They will never buy another Apple product ever again, right? Is Apple crying? No, they don't care. You know why? Because that's not their target audience. So again, it goes back to who is your target audience? What is the ideal customer of yours? It can't be everybody. Same thing with McDonald's. It is the same. You know, some people love McDonald's. Some people protest that. It's not healthy. It's not right. This is making people obese. What is wrong with you guys? You make your servings too big. Blah, blah, blah. And they go on and on. But McDonald's is still bringing in billions of dollars per day. They're
Yeah.
not concerned. Tiffany and Company, they sell jewelry in the tens of thousands. If you had a person walk in there, like myself, who kind of likes to be a little thrifty, I don't know. I guess if I had the money for Tiffany, I would be in there all the time. But let's say somebody, you know, they prefer costume jewelry and they don't want to spend any more than $20 on jewelry. And they go walking into a Tiffany and Company and they're like, $20,000? This is ridiculous. This is overpriced. It's a scam. How dare you try to rip people off, right? Tiffany and Company is not going to say, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You're right. I'm going to lower this price for you. No, they're going to say security. And this person is going to get escorted out. It doesn't matter to them that this person is not their target audience. Focus on your target audience. You can't focus on them until you know who they are, right? So I'm not saying don't be available to everyone, because I am, right? I'm available to them all. One example, there's a mentor of mine, a dear friend of mine. Her target audience is women and moms, right? Helping women and moms to start a business, grow a business so that they can have more freedom in their lives, right? Now, there's another friend of mine, another colleague of mine who came across her and he said, hey, well, what about the men and the dads, right? What about the dads? And she said, well, you know, yeah, you're welcome, right? But that's not my target, but sure. If there's some value that you can glean from me, then by all means, come on, come hang out with us, right? And he ended up working with her. So yeah, absolutely. You can be open to the public, available to the public, but make sure that as you're going out here and you're delivering content and value every day, that it's to the target audience. You never know. You may bring in some outliers, but the goal is hit the bullseye. You're focused on the bullseye. And then anybody else you get in addition to that is just, you know, icing on the cake. Make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. Okay, cool. You got what I'm saying. Okay, awesome. Yay.
Yeah, and also those your McDonald's, whatever those are, they already build their brand. That's why people,
Yes,
even though I don't like McDonald's, still people coming because they already have their brand. They don't need to, look at customer or
exactly.
into there. So that's what we need to do if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you want to grow your business and people come to you and join to you, of course, that's the very first step you have to do. And it takes time and a process. It doesn't happen
right. Definitely a
over.
process.
right?
Yeah.
Like like
I had to learn that, you know, not focusing on the outcome, but focusing on enjoying the process.
yeah.
As
Mm,
long as there was something today that I did that I didn't do yesterday, I felt good. I had to start focusing on that because, you know, this is no different from any other skill that you're learning. In the beginning, it feels like it's hard. It feels that way. But the only reason why it feels that way is because it's new to you. The more you do it, the more familiar it will become. The more familiar it becomes, the easier it starts to feel,
mm,
right? So you've got to, you know, take it step by step, whether it's learning how to ride a bike or it's working out, right? I can't go work out for 10 days and say, hey, where are my muscles, right? It's going to take time. It's going to take months, years to really get physically fit for long term. Same thing for your business. You want to be, you know, business fit. Sorry. Who's up this early on a Saturday in my neighborhood? Okay, so you want to have your business get in shape, it's going to take you some time as well. But if you're looking to do it faster, I don't want to say fast because I don't want people to start thinking I can do this overnight, right? Or I can do this in 30 days. No. But if you want to do it faster than most, you definitely want to focus on attraction marketing.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so guys, hope you learned from value from this. And if you have any question, just let us know what is attraction marketing and how you do it. And then sometimes people are asking me, you're going live every day and all the time. So are you making money with that? Why I say, why is always supposed to be something having money in everything you do, right?
Right.
I'm making
Yeah.
money of my own because I have my full-time job. So I'm making money of
Hmm.
my own. I have a I know how to make money, but not in this, right? So if you
Yeah.
want to help people, if you want to give value, don't ask about money, don't expect anything, just it's a separate ways, right? It's a separate thing that you have to do. I can make money because I have my full-time job, not on going live. Just are you making money? Why people asking
Yeah.
all the time?
You know what? I have found these past 3 years as a coach, as a business coach, I found that people ask that question out of fear. Now,
Mm,
isn't that interesting? When they come to you and say, well, how much money do you make? And I actually don't get that question often. I don't get that question anymore. I used to in the beginning. But they're asking it because they are afraid that they don't have what it takes to make the money.
mm,
And so they need reassurance. They need the reinforcement. They need you to tell them that you made money so that they can project that onto themselves. Oh, well, if you can make some money, then maybe I can. No, what what money I bring into my household is not going to affect you one way or the other,
mm. Yeah.
nor the lack of money I bring in is also not going to affect you. Uh, and I tell people, you never know. You could come into this business, take off, and surpass me. I have no idea.
Mm,
The only person who's going to be able to determine that is you. So typically when they ask me, well, how much money have you made? And I ask them, that's a very interesting question. Why do you ask that question, by the way?
yeah.
Because you got to dig into it. And they don't realize they're asking you that question out of fear, right? And also, if you're posting regularly, especially if you're celebrating the success of other people, they will see that people are making money. So now that's not going to be so much of a question, you
Mm,
know? And honestly, with the focus, and I say this too, the focus I thought was on you. The focus is on how can we help solve this issue that you're having right now today? How can we solve that problem?
mm,
Is business a fit for you? Or if you're in business, how can we get you on a strategy that finally gives you what you want? So
mm.
the issue of how much money I make doesn't really fall into that plan. It doesn't fall into your strategy, right?
Yes.
You may do a totally different strategy than me. So I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But the money I make and whether or not I'm able to feed my children and take them on vacation has nothing to do with you and how much money you could make, you
Mm,
know? So again, it goes back to how do I serve you? What is the benefit you are going to get out of working with me?
mm.
And the money that I make is not going to benefit you. So, because I'm not sharing. Okay.
So stop asking
All
us,
right.
guys. How much money we make? Yeah. All right. So yeah. Yeah, so that's all we got all the time. So hope you got value with this. Let's go. Okay, thank you so much, Valerie, for your time. And I know you are, getting busy for the weekend. And
Well,
anything else?
I wanted to thank you for considering me and having me on. It's an honor to be here. To all of your viewers who are watching this, whether it's live or the replay, thank you so much for taking the time to hear us out. And just make sure, like I said, make sure you continue to follow Maria and honestly reach out to her. If you're not using attraction marketing or you're not fully clear on how you can utilize that to grow your business faster, reach out to her. She's got a ton of resources. I'm telling you guys this right now. She's got a ton of resources that'll get you on your feet, get you down that path that you're really looking for to take you to that place you want to be in life. So make sure
Thank
you do
you.
that.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
yeah, Valerie also, we all in a family, we all the same. So
Yeah.
any one of us, yeah, we're happy to help you guys. So thank you so much. And Valerie, thank
All
you so
right. Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you. Have a